Hey, my name is Ben Fraser. I'm the founder of Ready.Set.Van. Behind me, I've got one of our Basecamper builds. The Basecamper is actually the model that launched our company a little less than 2 years ago. This one actually belongs to me. We just finished it up. I love this van so much, so why don't you come check it out with me. My goal for this van is to take it back in the woods whenever possible, so I decided to go with a set of all-terrain tires and ultra rims. I also did a full suspension upgrade and a front lift on it as well. We made a whole video about that. You can check that out above. Up top on the van, I've got a Fiamma awning that I absolutely love. It's so useful for different things. I've got 350 watts of solar. The AC unit is up there, and of course the Max fan is up there too. In our slider window, we put a CR Lawrence window. It vents out. It's really nice. I love it. It's got an OEM look. One of the things that makes this van unique is that it's got a bench seat up front. So that allows me to have 3 people in the van in DOT seats with seat belts. That's great for me because I've got kids, they have friends. It gives me a lot more flexibility in terms of who I can bring with me on adventures. Of course, there are a couple disadvantages to doing the bench seat. The bench seat, obviously can't be swiveled. And it also means that I can't go from the driving position and easily just walk back into my home. Same thing, I can't go from the home into the driving seat. Van life is about compromises sometimes and trade-offs. And this is a trade-off that I chose to go with the 3 seats so I can bring more people on my ventures with me. I decided to go with the walnut interior for this build and complement that with our real wood acacia floor. This floor is absolutely beautiful. It just has this really nice sort of luster to it. It's been really, really durable. We've installed this in 20 or 30 vans at this point. We've been very, very happy with it. One of the nice little details that we can do when we're doing a real wood floor as opposed to a vinyl floor, is we can actually route into the flooring material and set the step piece here totally flush with the floor. It has a nice look, but then also functionally, it's just wonderful. When you sweep out your van, everything goes out of your van. You don't end up with all the sand and crud caught behind the backside of the step piece. So that's a nice little touch. So because this van drives 3, I also wanted to make sure it sleeps 3. So we can get 2 people in the bed back there. And then this bench seat also extends into a bed. It has a locking mechanism down here, and then it slides out on heavy-duty slides. These slides are rated for about 400 pounds, so it'd be totally fine if somebody sat on the end of this cantilevered part. We put 2 pieces of wood and 2 cushions in the center here, and once that's all done, we've got a 73-inch bed. In the back half of our bench seat is our toilet. So I've got a C-head toilet in here. We have this lid that stays open with a magnet that's embedded in the wall. And then the C-head toilet is just a simple composting toilet. It's my preferred toilet, but we can install just about any toilet in here. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. Cushions go right back. We have our lighting controls here, and also our Webasto control. And then right here is our little pop-out table. So I love this table. It slides in and out very easily on drawer slides that are hidden underneath. So it's very attractive. And then it locks out with magnets. So it ends up being a nice platform. It's enough room that 2 people can sit across from each other and eat a meal. Plenty of room to have a laptop and other things out. This table has really been great. And I also just love how easy it is in and out. Super easy to stow it, super easy to take it out. And beneath the table, we've got 3 drawers that are 26 inches deep. They'll hold just about anything. They're pretty enormous. We can also swap these drawers out and instead do a pass-through cabinet. So if you want access to your garage area, or if you have a dog and you want to use that as like a kennel or something like that, we've done that a number of times too. Our Basecamper kitchen is packed with lots of features. Under the sink here, we've got a nice big storage area. We also have our 10-gallon gray tank. That gray tank has an electric ball valve on the outlet, which is hooked up to a switch up near the driving area. So it's easy to empty your gray tank if you're on a back road or something like that and you feel like it's acceptable to do so. Over here we've got 4 drawers. These are great, get just about anything in them. The bottom 2 are much larger, nice and deep. You can get big pots and things in there. We've got our Dometic CRX80 fridge. It's a great fridge. It's a compressor fridge. It runs off a 12-volt, hardly uses any electricity. It has an actual freezer up here. You can make ice in there. I did it just the other day. And then below that, we've got this sneaky little kick drawer, which is great for putting valuables, passports, things like that. You know, a lot of times out of sight is all you need for, you know, an extra level of security. Up top, we've got our walnut butcher block countertop. You know, the kitchen really defines so much of what it is to have a home, and I feel like this walnut countertop really defines the kitchen, and I just love that. It has a great feel. I can't say enough nice things about it. We've also got a double injection cooktop that's just flush mounted into this countertop. We can do a double, we can do a single. We've had some people do no cooktops and just had portable ones as well, so we have a lot of flexibility there. The cutting board that's sitting here in the sink is also grain matched with the rest of the countertop. All that means is that this piece of wood was part of the original countertop when we cut it out on the CNC. So it just means that the pattern passes through. It's just a nice little detail. It's sort of one of those little touches that puts a smile on my face. The other nice thing about doing it that way is we're able to make this cutting board without wasting any other material, so it's more efficient as well. Up top, we've got our Rivati sink with hot and cold water. You'd actually be surprised. It's not a big sink, but you'd be surprised how much you can get in it. So just for a sense of scale, I have this 6-quart cast iron pot, and it fits great in there. One of my favorite things about this kitchen is this little galley window right here. You'd be surprised how much light comes in through this window, and also how much fresh air comes in through this window. So I love to have this window open when I'm cooking. It brings fresh air in, helps get the steam and moisture out of the van. It also has a blackout screen and a bug screen as well. So it's really functional and lovely. Right behind the driver's seat, we put our water heater switch. And the reason we do that is so that while you're driving, you've got some extra energy that's available from the alternator. And it's a great time to turn on our electric hot water heater and make hot water. Above our kitchen and going the full length of our van are these overhead cabinets. Because I chose to go with a walnut interior, we've got grain matched walnut doors going the whole length. And inside we use these gas struts, and the way we set them up, they're sprung really tight when the cabinet door is closed, and that means that we don't need to use any latch hardware or any mechanisms like that. I like to put everyday items like food and things like that up in the front compartments, and then in the back compartments, that's where I tend to keep my clothes and things like that. In the back of our van, we've got a full-size bed, so that means we've got about 6 feet end to end. We can also make some adjustments to the van to push that out about another 2 inches on either side, so getting about another 4 inches. We mount your Webasto heater controller right here next to the bed. That's nice because you can be in bed, dial it up, dial it down for whatever suits your needs. The unit itself is mounted in the middle of the van. The reason we do that is so that the warm air can come out on this side of the van, come up, and then get drawn over the bed and down into the garage area, and then drawn back into the unit and recirculated. That creates a nice convection of warm air that comes over the bed, down into the garage. There's a couple of benefits to that. The first is that your plumbing system stays warm. The second is that your batteries and whatever else you have in the garage stays warm. The third is that your bed platform itself stays warm. That's a huge one because it eliminates any of the moisture and condensation issues that some people have with a bed platform system. We do also have ventilation channels cut into the bed platform, but they're really not necessary when the garage area is heated. And then the last one is actually it creates a much more even heating over the bed area. Most vans are very cold when you sleep close to the rear door, and that's because people put the heater up under the passenger seat, and that heat doesn't get pushed all the way to the back of the van. So that last few feet in the back of the van ends up being very, very cold. Because of the convection that's created, it's actually very uniform, it's very even heat. I literally, 2 nights ago, I was sleeping in this van. It was 15 degrees outside, and I was right next to the door, and it was incredibly comfortable. So that's a nice benefit as well. Welcome to the garage. So we really tried to maximize the amount of storage in here. We had a specific design requirement, which was we needed to make sure we could get 2 full-size mountain bikes in here, which we can. It's about 5 feet from front to back, and it's about 35 inches from bottom to top. So there's a lot of space in here. Whatever your adventures require, you can probably fit it all in here. We have our water system on this side. We have a 21-gallon water tank in the top portion. We have a 2.5-gallon hot water heater, electric hot water heater in the back. And then right over here we have our shower mixer and the connection to hook up our shower. So we just connect this on here like that, and you got your shower. This, with the 2.5-gallon Bosch water heater, you're good for about a 5-minute shower, like a continuous stream hot shower. Obviously, if you turn this on and off as you shower, you can extend that, but it's about 5 minutes. Inside of here, we have controls for the dump valves that make it very, very easy for you to winterize your system. And then we also have a port that you can hook onto to blow out your system as well. So it's possible to winterize everything here in about 10 minutes with not a lot of effort. And on this side of the garage, we have our electrical system. So we've got a 300 amp hour battery bank. We build these vans with everything up to a 900 amp hour battery bank. That's more common for people who want to do like an off-grid AC system where they're going to be using their air conditioner for a day or so in the backcountry. I'm not planning on using my air conditioner that much, so 300 is fine. We have a master disconnect switch right here, so when you're done using your van, if you're going to be leaving it for a couple weeks, you don't want to think about it, just pop the back door open, hit that switch, and it kills everything. The heart of this whole operation is the 3,000 watt Victron inverter. That thing is a beast, and it is going to power your cooktop, your air conditioner, any outlets that you have in the van, and your hot water heater. I absolutely love this van. It's a little hard for me to believe that this is actually the 50th Basecamper that our team here has built. If you liked this tour and you want to see more, please subscribe, hit the like button. More importantly, put a comment below and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Peace.